My video for January the 16th, 2020 is number 3337. The title is Seeing the Bigger Picture. At a time in the unfolding history of the human race on planet Earth, it seems to me that there is more division and unnecessary battles raging than ever before. Of course, I have long advocated for real peace on Earth. For me, it's not an illusion, as many say, and it's more than just a drama or a theatrical play on a world stage. Here's a question, here's a quotation. Our country is the world. Our countrymen are all mankind. We love the land of our nativity only as we love all other lands. The interests, rights, and liberties of American citizens are no more dear to us than are those of the whole human race. Hence, we can allow no appeal to patriotism to revenge any national insult or injury, end quote. William Lloyd Garrison said that in the Declaration of Sentiments at the Boston Peace Conference in 1838 for the promotion of peace on earth and goodwill among men. It was reconvened 10 years later in Seneca Falls, New York. The United Nations in our day and age is a joke, and I have is our day and age instead of in. I don't know why. The United States, Israel, and even Russia have exempted themselves from international law and the International Court of Criminal Justice. There can be no peace as long as anyone feels exempt from truth and real justice. Can we see a bigger picture when our major players separate themselves from the whole? Yeah, it's called the International Court of Justice and also the International Criminal Court. And Google it if you, I have it on the other screen. So look it up. If you have questions about it, it's convened and it has activities going on. I assume all the time, but of course, on a regular basis, they have meetings of people. But the United States and Israel and Russia, I was surprised that Russia has exempted themselves from it. I see Russia as a more advanced culture since Putin took over, at least. But obviously not in the United States, not as long as Trump is in office and is a pawn of the Israeli faction that runs Israel and the United States. It's a sad, sad story to me. It's no joking matter that we cannot rationally sit down and talk to each other. I know for myself, in groups that I belong to, I feel ostracized and alienated when certain members don't want to come because Ron is there. And some people that go to the group say, well, you're not allowed to talk about that. And politics is one of them. That's the main subject, probably, because we are such a politically divisive people. That is, the human race is so divisive on these issues. We all seem to have an agenda that makes things illegal, like they're trying to do in the United States, of certain liberal factions that want to take away guns from everybody and abolish the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms and for self-protection, which should be, that should be a given, that we have the right when threatened to defend our own lives. Even animals put up the best defense possible when they are attacked. So it should come as no surprise that humans, when they feel threatened, want to protect themselves from whatever the threat may be. And weapons is the one thing, unfortunately, that are necessary in this country. But you have liberal politicians in Virginia, especially, but not just Virginia. I'm sure other states are very similar when they're run by people who want to take away freedom. And freedom includes what are the Bill of Rights. Anyway, folks, I know these are subjects that I've talked about so many times in so many of my daily videos. I talk about them because they're important to me. I talk about them because it breaks my heart to see my own friends, not all of them, but a lot of them, pull back. One of my longtime friends, I just got a notice today on Facebook that one of my longtime friends that I haven't actually communicated with in a long time unfriended me. This is another U.S. patriot that was part of the Republic Restoration movement from years gone by. I was surprised to see that, but others probably I don't even get notification. At least this one, I got a notification that they unfriended me on Facebook. Not that that really matters anymore, but Facebook and YouTube are the only two social media that I use. I still want to explore, what is the name of it? BitChute. I have to look into that more. I haven't done it yet. But in any case, folks, I'd like to see accountability for sins against humanity. I'd like to see God exercise love by somehow doing whatever it takes to level the playing field and to stop the insult and injury caused by individuals that consider themselves to be above the law, such as the United States, such as Israel, and such as Russia, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I have been, as I said, I've been someone that has sung the praises of Russia because of the prophecies of Edgar Cayce, and especially Edgar Cayce, who says, out of Russia comes the hope of the world. I believed that, not the communist part, but Putin I saw as a liberator. But of course, the Soviet Union fell apart, and now parts of the Soviet Union have been co-opted by the United States and the war mentality. And Iran, again, is surrounded by military bases. There's, what, 38 military bases on the border of Iran. And then we wonder why they do some of the things that they do. But the problem is the money masters run the show. And they're not Jews. They're ones that might claim to be Jews, but they're atheists. They're people who have no concept of loving one another. And they don't have any idea or intention to listen and to try to work out conflicts, to try to work out differences of opinion. And they work by lying and subtle operations that are underground and try to keep them under the radar. Fortunately, the things that have been under the radar for a long time are coming to the surface. Is humanity waking up? Depends on where you look. I don't see it on a big enough scale yet to bring any actual positive change for humanity that would benefit peace on earth. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.